Boosie would go viral the past 2 years for the police's harassment of him being pulled over and searching his vehicles even though he was not on probation or parole, with his most recent harassment situation yielding in the authorities finding a loaded weapon in the car.
Birth control pills or something for my can't get pregnant from me. Yeah, I got a lot of hoes in my house right now.
I go where I want and I do what I want. My belt match the kicks, don't you go bonnet.
Hey, T to the G. Man, who you think it gonna be? And we back with another twist-turn story, ripped straight out the headlines with Lil Boosie and the possible Rico case. We all know who Boosie Badazz is, from his 2006 smash, Set It Off, to his famous collaborations like Wipe Me Down.
BOOSIEBADAZZ, that's me. White man.
And unfortunately, being on the wrong side of the law in 2009 for a shooting homicide of local rapper. Even during the court proceedings in that case, he would be charged with sneaking drugs into a federal facility where he would plead guilty. The whole world screamed free Boosie from 2009 to 2014 as he was facing the death penalty. But with a plot twist my channel is known for, Marlo would get on the stand and reverse his testimony against Boosie to for Boosie, saying he had nothing to do with the homicide. Subsequently, Boosie would be freed in 2014 and complete his probation by 2018. With the state of Louisiana, its judges, DAs, and even police having a major hard-on for him and lusting for a conviction. Boosie being a real street and rap legend, he would stand on business and never tell on a single person, even when they testified against him.
Once you go that route, I dismiss you from my legend book.
Living by the original street code comes with its ups and downs, but Boosie knew what he was signing up for. Fast forward to the year 2023, Boosie has transformed his rap success into a major brand by producing movies, still dropping albums, and even a famous interview series with DJ Vlad. Boosie would go viral the past 2 years for the police's harassment of him being pulled over and searching his vehicles even though he was not on probation or parole, with his most recent harassment situation yielding in the authorities finding a loaded weapon in the car.
Birth control pills or something for my can't get pregnant from me. Yeah, I got a lot of hoes in my house right now.
Despite multiple individuals being in the car, Boosie would be charged for the weapons, where he would bond out immediately and prepare his defense. Many would question Boosie's motives for his Vlad TV series because of the loud cries of the industry that Vlad was an FBI informant, but Boosie would pay it no mind. Probably Boosie's reasoning was if the police couldn't make him talk behind bars, Vlad couldn't make him talk outside of them. But the FBI would have a grudge to settle with Boosie, regardless of how many times he would beat local law enforcement at every turn. Now with YNW Melly's trial being the most televised and talked about since Tory Lanez and even O.J. Simpson, Boosie would show up to court daily in support of YNW Melly, to the shock and dismay of YNW Juvie's father.
That Melly was responsible for my son's death on October 26th when I first heard the story, because his explanation when I finally talked to him in Cortland on a FaceTime, their response and how they was reacting, they showed no remorse. They didn't act like they was grieving, like they lost a best friend or nothing.
Could it be Boosie just remembers his own trial, fighting the death penalty, and wanted to support another rapper going through it? Flying back and forth between California for his case and Florida's for YNW Melly would look a little fishy to anyone on the outside, especially while being on bond for a gun possession case. June 14th, Boosie would be in San Diego court for his weapons possession case, where the judge dismissed the case due to a lack of evidence. But before Boosie could even celebrate, the FBI arrested him before he could even make it out of the courtroom, leaving the world to speculate. Is Boosie going to be charged with Rico like every other rapper? Okay, first I want to say my heart goes out to Boosie. I've been a longtime fan since Set It Off and been watching his whole career up and down with his legal troubles and everything. To be honest, I don't even think it's a Rico case or anything like that. I think Boosie was just playing with fire by being on bond and sitting front row at YNW Melly's trial daily. Kind of like thumbing your finger at the feds, like come and get me. Do I think Vlad informed on him? Not really, because Boosie never spoke on his own situation in any of those interviews. But it is odd that Vlad is mysteriously quiet and not posting anything about Boosie's arrest whatsoever. What I do think is the state's case was very weak, so they dropped it or dismissed it and let the feds pick it up because they can bully you a lot easier because they have a higher percentage of wins in trial. I think they have a 98% win ratio with trial, so nobody ever takes it to trial. They end up pleading out to a deal. But we'll all just have to wait and see. Once again, prayers up for Boosie. I'll be monitoring this case very closely and report back to you. So thanks for watching. If you tuned in all the way to the end, that means you put some paint where it ain't. And for that, you should be thanked. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Boost me in that algorithm, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers doing it like me, but...
That a little 10.